So welcome back to my channel. This is Dom and an update on the Wargames Anonymous Discord server challenge to paint up a unit of cavalry. 2 days in, 2 days in, I did bulk of this painting in 1 day, and just sort of did a little bit this morning around some edges and what have you. So quite pleased with the progression. A reminder, these are, I'll link to the previous video, but these are offensive miniature Spanish Napoleonic cavalry. I fiddled around with them in the end, and I was going to do one regiment and I changed my mind, and now I've actually decided in the end to go with these guys with the pale blue, sort of, what do you call this, the surcoat area. I think it's the Amansa regiment. As I mentioned in the first video, Spanish dragoons were pretty much the same. They all wore this yellow uniform, and then just the differences with the turnbacks, well, sort of these whatever this surcoat area is, pretty much was the only difference in the regiments. And I quite fancied doing the pale blue. Simple as that. The horses are largely done, just contrast painted. And the bridle's done. They've had a dark wash. Probably need a little bit more touching up, a bit of highlighting maybe. And I've made a start on the riders. You can see the difference in I've used a light tone on the saddle cloths. You can see the difference between the yellow of the unvarnished or unwashed uniforms. So the skin tone is largely done, the main block colours are done, and I'm just working my way through doing the edging on the hat, on the bicorn hat, and also the cross, what are they called? Cross belts. God, I couldn't think of the word there for a minute. I've also done the hair of the guys, the skin's done, the gloves on some of them are done. I've done how many? 5 so far. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Where the white gloves and the white epaulets and the white edging of the bicorn hat are done. Well, I say done. They'll need a bit of touching up, but at least the base colours are down. So yeah, so hopefully on course to get this done in a week or so. Started on the officer. I'm not too sure. I'm going to do something with this. I've just done him in. He appears to have, rather than long boots, he appears to have you know, trousers that come all the way down. So I've just used the standard yellow, but I don't like it. It just looks horrible. I mean, I know this is still work in progress, but I don't like the way it's coming out. So I'm probably going to do something. I have to do a bit of research on what the cavalry officers were like. I might just put standard white leggings on him, maybe. I mean, it appears that his boots don't tuck it, or yeah, I don't know really. Maybe that is a boot. Maybe that is a boot. Now I look at it. Maybe that is a boot, so that would look better, I think, if I put the boots on rather than the short shoes. Hope you can't hear my daughter belting out songs up in the bathroom. Bless her. Anyway, yeah, so I think pretty good progress. It's what is it, 15th of April. So I think we're well on track to get this done. Yeah, Saturday 15th of April. 15th of August even. I think we're on good course to get a lot of this done. So I will be back when I've finished off the whites of the rest of these horses and give you another update. Bye. Okay, so welcome back, and progress is going okay actually with these fellas. Largely completed. Just needs a bit of touch-up work in various places. Put the washes on, then a bit of highlighting, I think. Excuse me. I'm quite pleased with how they come out. They're actually not bad at all. See Yeah, quite pleased with how these fellas have come through. Horses obviously were just using contrast paints. The yellow I've used is this demonic yellow from Army Painter, because once that's toned down that should be good. The blue, the light blue, is this one, Electric Blue by Game Colour. Again, I really like that colour, one of the reasons why I went for the style uniform in the end. The red is just a normal Army Painter red, I believe, I can't remember now. Still not entirely, it's better, the officer is better. Definitely better than he was. I'm not even sure this is the same manufacturer. It could be I could have found this somewhere else. It looks similar, but I'm not entirely sure. Anyway, yeah, the only thing I've cocked up on with these fellas is I put them on two smaller bases. So they've been super glued on, so I think it's going to be very hard to get them off. So what I might have to do is find a bigger base and stick them down on that as well. We'll see. Because you can't, I don't know whether you can see this, but you can't actually get them to stick together properly as a unit. And since I'm going to deploy them, well, in sharp practice you deploy them as 8s. Yeah, that's going to be a problem. They won't sit neatly together. There's the trumpeter. Got to do some of the chords on his trumpet. But overall, I'm quite happy how these fellas have come out. They are lovely figures, there's no doubt about it. These offensive miniature figures are really nice. So I've used a standard horse. They've all got the same style horse. Well, colour horse anyway, and obviously I'll just different variations, and I need to put the white stars and things on their faces as well, so that's a bit more to finish off. So we're pretty much done. I'm quite pleased with the progress. That's what is it, morning of the 16th, so not been long and we're pretty much done. So just going to change the basing, touch up those bits that need doing, especially finish off the horses, and it's going to need a wash and then a bit of highlighting, and then hopefully we're done. Back in a bit. So there you go, there's my Wargames Anonymous Cavalry challenge finished. Hasn't taken me long. I really enjoyed doing them. They were quite fun to do. These are the Spanish dragoons, Napoleonic dragoons. Yeah, I really enjoyed doing them. They were good. They're lovely models. I mean, I have to say, a lot of people commenting after the first video about either not knowing offensive miniatures or saying yes how good they are. Go and check out their range. Do fantastic Napoleonics, Second World War figures, and also this modern stuff around, well, fantasy modern stuff, writing and that sort of stuff. But the Napoleonics and the Second War, just absolutely outstanding. Really, really like them. So I'm pleased with how these have come out. They will, yeah, be really, really good deployed in either Black Powder or my sharp practice games. And yeah, not much more to say about them. You can see the yellow is now dulled down because it's supposed to be a lemon yellow. And that demonic yellow that I was using is quite bright, but when you put a wash over the top of it, and for this one I used what did I use? Agrath Earthshade, or Earthquake as it came out on one of my autocorrects when I was telling some people. Agrath Earthshake on top of the demonic yellow, and it gives you that sort of muted yellow, which is what I was wanting. Yeah, and I took a few liberties with the well, no, I didn't taste unlimited. I decided to change the regiment I was going to do it, but because I wanted to use that sky blue, because I think it's really, really powerful. Looks lovely. Standard guy here. I've got a standard on order, so once that comes, I'll pop that on. Excuse me. The only other thing I had a bit of a challenge was with the muskets, carbines as they probably are. I couldn't find where to position them on the horses. But when I look on the figures, there's the crossbelt come to a corner underneath their right hip. So I assumed that that's where it would go. And I saw one illustration where the carbine was actually much higher. It was sort of standing right up here, but on the right side. So I took the chance and put it there, and I think they work all right there. So hopefully they'll continue to stay there, and you know, don't fall off every time I'm manhandling these figures. But yeah, there we go. There is my August Wargames Anonymous mounted or cavalry challenge completed with these Spanish dragoons, and I hope you like them. I'm quite pleased. Graham, what do you reckon? My mate Graham, he painted exactly the same regiment or exactly the same figures, and so I'll see what he thinks compared to his. I guess at one time, hopefully very soon, they'll actually see the table against each other. So anyway, hope you're staying well, hope you're staying safe. Maybe get involved in these sort of challenges, because I think they just add a bit of inspiration. I've seen a few people saying, oh, you know, I didn't know what to paint, or I wasn't going to paint this next, but because of the challenge I did, and I'm pleased I did. And so, you know, these challenges are good fun. They're a good way of inspiring us to, or motivating us, sorry, correctly, to do something that we might not otherwise be going to do. Certainly these have sat in the cabinet for a little while. Well, sat in the box for a little while, and I'm pleased to get them out and painted, because I knew they would paint up really, really well. I think they have. Anyway, enough waffle. Stay safe, stay well. Like, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I will see you again soon. This is Dom, signing out.